There are wolves and sheep in this world, kid.
You win.
What do I win?
Are you gonna play it straight, or are you gonna be colorful?
Each week we break down another Better Call Saul episode in order. A lot goes down in this one, and I've got 42 details you might not know in Season 2, Episode 7, Inflatable. We start with a flashback teaser that was originally filmed for Pimento in Season 1 2 years before it aired, but cut for time. They did not put it on the DVD as a deleted scene because they hope to still use it, and now's its time to shine.
Jimmy, how's that sweeping going?
Going good, Pop.
And we get to view it with the context of Chuck's earlier story about their dad and his store.
Jimmy grew up in that store.
Hi, how are you? Hello, sir. I was wondering if maybe you could help me.
We're in 1973, the earliest we've seen so far in this universe.
Seems like something's missing, doesn't it?
What about the soul?
La familia es todo.
Yo lo necesito. Él es mi compañero.
The art department worked extra hard to put 1973 appropriate products on the shelves, and this can definitely be seen with the magazines. Here are 8 examples we see from August 1973, except for the Mad magazine from July. And that's correct because there was no August issue that year. The Time magazine cover and even the Playboy mention the Watergate scandal, which adds to the theme of conmen. It's also not the first Nixon reference in this universe.
Look at Watergate.
I'm Nixon now?
No.
The store is decorated with Cubs pennants, one of which we saw in Danny's house, but Cicero's in the south side of Chicago and would be filled with White Sox fans, especially in the 70s.
If you can help me, I would be so grateful.
I can come out and check your car for you.
I appreciate that, but if you could possibly just spare $5 instead.
Now let's look at all the brands on the shelves, brought to you by Golden Goose. Ralph's and Psst are Kroger brands which wouldn't be seen outside of Kroger-owned stores. And although it has a 70s look, Kroger's Psst brand wasn't introduced until 2014, so that's a 41-year anachronism. Old Chicago beer is a nice touch, as those stopped being made in the 70s. Back then, Jay's chips were from a Chicago-based family business, so that's another good choice. Duchess Asparagus appears to be a much newer brand, the Hunt's can is too modern, and the Moon Pie logo
Full moon pie.
is also too new. The Cool and Jiffy logos are correct, although the Jiffy logo has never changed, just like Jimmy will never change.
Psst, Dad, come here. He's conning you, just like that bum from last week.
Jimmy.
Every grifter in town knows that this is the spot to come for an easy handout.
Sorry to bother you folks.
Con's chips are a good background for this con man, who previously was a regular on the X-Files spin-off The Lone Gunman, a show in which Michael McKean appears.
Shoot them all in the head.
No bother.
Sitting on the cash register is a Secret Service challenge coin from the Las Vegas field office and a chip from an Atlantic City casino that wasn't built until 1984. Perhaps these are from customers who had no money but offered these to Jimmy's dad instead.
There's $10 for you.
Sir, that is so generous.
Well, it seems like this might be a big reason why.
$14,000 was just gone.
I'm gonna find those spark plugs. Maybe we'll get your car started for you, okay? Come on, Jimmy, just man the till.
How much for a carton of Cools?
$4.
Yeah, give me a carton.
Money first.
The register changes from $5 to $0, then back to $5 without Jimmy touching it.
Give me 2 cartons. Come on. There are wolves and sheep in this world, kid. Wolves and sheep. Figure out which one you're gonna be.
There are many references to both wolves and sheep in the show.
The wolf raid.
Shepherd boy.
Shepherd boy. Shepherd eyes like the wolves at the door.
Just like a wolf.
Shepherd boy.
The Dancing in the Moonlight song playing in the background could also be a nod to wolves. The first time I watched this, I thought this flashback was going to exonerate Jimmy.
I found the, Did he leave? Sir!
But he does share some blame. He decided to be a wolf. Still, Chuck is wrong to blame all his dad's woes on him. But I'd think that if Chuck really blamed Jimmy for his dad's death, he'd never speak to him again. So I'm going to say he was intentionally misleading Kim.
Don't let me interrupt.
Oh, hey, sorry. Thank you for seeing us. I regret to inform you that Mr. Ehrmantraut will be amending his original statement a tad.
A tad?
He can no longer, in good conscience, claim that the gun found at the scene belonged to Tuco Salamanca.
So whose gun was it?
You know how many guns there are in Albuquerque? Somewhere between the number of rattlesnakes and grains of sand.
That's pretty colorful. I'm going to count it.
You said Salamanca pulled it and pointed it at you.
Each time they come back to this shot, the globe is spun to a different spot.
Well, he didn't.
Why are you changing your story?
Good citizenship.
There was only one set of prints on the gun. How's that going to happen if it wasn't his?
Maybe it fell from a passing bird's beak and Mr. Salamanca caught it and tried to throw it away. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Damn, man, look at that, look!
50,000. And the gun is
Nobodies.
Nobodies. Are you really keeping your word, Mike? At any rate, it gets Hector what he wants.
We want to put this guy away for years. The gun makes all the difference, you know that.
The gun was not Salamanca's. If you try to introduce it in evidence, Mr. Ehrmantraut will make himself available to the defense, and he will set the record straight.
Did he threaten you or pay you off?
Whoa! Okay, that's it. We're done. You're doing the right thing. The Salamanca character, maniac. I had my own thing with him. I'll spare you the gory details, but it was a deal and a half.
And you're telling me this why?
Don't be too tough on yourself. I would have done the same thing.
Jimmy's approval makes Mike feel even worse.
Today, no charge.
You take the next one and bill me. Send me a bill.
Oh, I'm sending you my bill. Ingrate.
Just because we're no longer in the 70s doesn't mean we're done with anachronisms.
Hey, Jimmy.
That's a Kia Soul, which wasn't a model until 2008, and this one is probably from 2013.
Did you tell Howard yet?
I can't really talk right now.
What's the offer, you think? I mean, brass tacks.
It's not going to be as plush as your deal at Davis and Maine.
This one's really subtle, but you can see the second camera's reflection in this car's bumper.
They'll make me partner in 2 years, as opposed to somewhere between 5 years and never at HHM.
Not too shabby.
Jimmy, did you have something you needed?
No, just checking in. I'll see you later, okay?
If you play your cards right.
Jimmy has a reason for asking a bunch of questions about her Schweikert and Coakley deal, but we won't know it until later in the episode.
Would you be so kind as to take a letter from me? Dear Cliff, my heart is heavy as... No, it sounds like a medical condition.
Jimmy knows a thing or two about fake medical conditions. I neglected to count them, but now's a good time to start.
I got a bad case of face blindness.
IBS. GERD. It is with a heavy heart that I tender my resignation to Davis and Maine. What's wrong? You think I'm laying it on too thick?
I just didn't realize how unhappy you were here.
Aw.
It's not your fault.
It's so much to give up. I mean, the perks alone.
Yeah.
And the bonus?
They already cut me the check. I get to keep the bonus.
Not if you quit.
I didn't mean that.
You like it here, right?
I love it. Forget this happened.
Mum's the word.
These inflatables were custom made for the show. The ones that are normally available for sale have a much simpler design and no necktie. This song was chosen by Vince. He heard it playing on satellite radio while driving to work. Time for Jimmy to be colorful, literally. He's got every color in the rainbow, although there's a theory that he shifted the colors to avoid indigo and steer clear of his arch nemesis. I don't know, maybe. Indigo's a hard color to pin down, plus he's going for tacky, so maybe it's a compliment to Howard. Channel member Can tracked his outfits through the montage, and he never wears these last two shirts, although he wears others not shown here.
Hi, this is Al Newman of Allied Funeral Homes.
Al Newman is an odd choice for his name since the Mad Magazine character shown at the beginning is Alfred E. Newman.
Nice tie.
Thanks.
Believe it or not, part of the inspiration for the Tube Man segments here was Napoleon Dynamite, and the creators view this as the first time we're seeing some Saul.
What are you doing?
Got a juicer for the office.
Jimmy, it's very loud.
Sure you can. 2, coming right up. Oh!
He should have watched some Billy Mays.
Why spend hundreds of dollars on these appliances? Quick Chop is easier than a food processor. Cleanup's a breeze.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, so I'm spreading it around.
Nice sake, Jimmy.
Backwards only. Solo backwardo.
Backwardo is not proper Spanish, but it is the name of a Jesse designed superhero.
Backwardo. Oh, no, I changed it to Rewindo.
Don Clifford wants his floors clean, limpia.
Dude, I'm from Michigan.
I'm from Michigan. I'm from Michigan.
Can I have everyone's attention, please? Frankly, this is not a conversation I ever thought I would have in my professional career. Someone is not flushing.
And we're not talking about our number one.
Yes, thank you, Aaron. Now, I'm not here to shame anyone, nor to even want to know who did it.
It was me.
Jimmy, I just said I didn't want to know.
Hey, we need the water.
Aaron's top has hot air balloons all over it, which is more of an Albuquerque thing than Santa Fe.
Every time you flush a toilet, you waste a gallon of water. What could be greener than this?
As Aaron said,
We take our ecological footprint pretty seriously here.
and that's the key to Jimmy's actions, plausible deniability. He can claim he had pure intentions.
They're low-flow toilets, Jimmy. From now on, flush.
You can see an early glimpse of the bagpipes here.
What is that? Jimmy!
Oh, you can hear this through the door?
What do you think you're doing?
I took your advice. I'm blowing off steam.
I was just blowing off some steam. Hope you've got a way to decompress. Everybody needs something.
I mean, it really helps with stress. I heard that the key is you have to keep this bag inflated.
Enough! I want you in my office.
I think we see where Jimmy's logo inspiration came from.
You win.
What do I win?
You're fired.
What? Cliff, if this is about the bag...
It's not about the bagpipes. Well, of course it's a bagpipe, since they're not flushing in this optical migraine you call a business suit.
This is ironic because as Dr. Ehrlich in St. Elsewhere, he was often criticized for his own wild shirts.
You're wearing my favorite Hawaiian shirt, which is my favorite possession in the world.
It's about you keeping your bonus. That's what this is about. If I fire you not for cause, but for being an all-around jackass, yeah, hooray for you. I could fight you on this, but you're not worth my time.
The reality is that Cliff probably could have still fired him for cause, so here he makes it clear that it's just not worth the aggravation.
What did I do to deserve this kind of behavior? We gave you opportunities and held that Cocobolo desk. Do you see a desk like that in here?
From the start, they portrayed Davison, Maine like a great place where anyone should like to work, unlike HHM. So the fallout here is 100% on Jimmy.
I tried to make it work. Really, I did. I'm just a square peg.
If you knew that, why did you take the job?
I'm sorry. How much was the desk?
$7,000.
I'll write you a check.
Fine, for whatever good that does. Take your desk and get out.
For what it's worth, I think you're a good guy.
For what it's worth, I think you're an asshole.
Hey, you threw away a soda can.
It looks like 2 spaces after periods is the HHM house style too. This is the first of many inconsistent Kim addresses, but the thing that's notable here is that there's no apartment number.
Yeah, it's open.
These are Office 2003 style toolbars shown a year before they existed. I guess Kim decided to save her letter as document 1 because it doesn't prompt her when she closes it. And then her desktop is just a mess. It lives inside its own visible window and it uses Windows 7 icons from 2009. At least the taskbar is consistent with Skylar's and Mike's. And Kim's Dell monitor did exist in 2002, unlike Howard's.
Jimmy.
Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?
Well, yeah, but make it quick.
Can we talk in the conference room?
Why? What is going on? Spill it.
We don't normally get a great view of outside the conference room, but here we get a glimpse of the building used for HHM's exterior, because in real life the conference room is in a different building.
Schweikert and Coakley will pay your debt to HHM and make you a partner in 2 years, correct?
Yes. Why?
Would you entertain a better offer?
From whom?
From me. I'll make you partner tomorrow. Consider that proof of concept.
It's appropriate for the proof of concept, but I like that Jimmy put 1234 Address Avenue. This card design is pretty impractical. It kept getting bent and they actually digitally fixed it.
You and me, together. If Schweikert can pay your debt, so can I.
And this is why he cared so much about keeping his signing bonus.
Be our own bosses, build our own future.
Be our own bosses.
This is always an attractive thought after dealing with a difficult boss like Howard, or
Tuco. Cut out the middleman, run our own game.
You're an amazing lawyer. This is your chance to show the world that.
So why not go to Schweikert?
You deserve more than just a lateral move. That's what Schweikert represents. He's just Howard Hamlin by a different name.
What about you and Davis in Maine?
I quit today. Technically, I got fired.
What happened?
That job was never the right fit for me. This is.
He's singing a completely different tune from last episode when he was trying to convince her to take Rich's job.
I'm good. I got what I wanted.
It's kind of weird that Kim doesn't call him out on that.
If we're gonna be law partners, I need to know one thing. What kind of lawyer are you gonna be? Are you gonna play it straight? Or are you gonna be colorful?
72 colorful references and counting tell us he's going to be colorful.
I'm gonna play it straight. Right down the line. I'm gonna dot every I, and I'm gonna cross every...
Oops, we only get a half one there. He does have a tendency to do half expressions like this.
If a tree falls in the forest, you get the point.
A square peg.
You're slipping, Jimmy.
There's no point in me doing this if I can't be myself. So, yeah, colorful.
And maybe he learned his lesson about lying to Kim?
What do you say?
I don't see why it's so important to you that we work together. Why do you need me for this?
I don't need you. I want you.
You've got me.
Or he could let her have her Schweikert and Coakley moment and just propose to her instead.
Just not as a law partner. I have to get back to work. You okay?
I'm fine. See you later?
Yeah. It's not too much house, do you think?
No, not at all.
They're leaving the Playhouse. Isn't that amazing?
They added that line simply because it happened to be at the real location.
You'll never get her out of there.
I know, right?
Just a few more minutes.
It's a lot of money.
We'll make it happen, whatever the cost.
Mike.
This house would have been around $284,000 in 2002, so this seems doable for Mike with continued extra jobs. A 5% down payment would be $14,200, so Mike's $25K should be good for closing on the house.
If you want it, it's yours.
This house is the same one from Breaking Bad, even though we only saw it once for a couple of seconds. This gives the house more continuity than Stacy and Kaylee. The inside we just saw belongs to a different house in the same neighborhood. There's our glimpse. clue, and voice.
How are we looking? Let's do it. Fantastic.
We met Stephanie Doswell from Venture Realty Group in Breaking Bad.
I'm Stephanie Doswell, by the way.
However, I'm shocked to just learn that this was a real company and this was their real phone number.
Let it go! Let it go! You know what, fatty?
She lost a lot of weight in real life, so that means in the Breaking Bad universe, she'll gain a lot of weight over the next 7 years.
Thank you, Pop, for everything.
The Esteem's back and looking worse than ever.
Here. Watch the fish tank.
They used a separate lightweight version of the Cocobolo desk here, but they didn't have a double for the old steel desk, so this was really heavy.
Dump it on the side of the road. That's where I got it in the first place. Hey, buddy.
Oh, no.
This is over and above.
Really?
How about a drink?
I'm good. Long drive.
Cucumber water for the road?
Cucumber water for customer only.
Gotta get home to my kids.
I expected Jimmy to say, "You have kids?"
Thanks, Omar.
Goodbye, Omar. You've been in 7 straight episodes and revealed yourself to be a true bromar. The lamp thing happened naturally, just like last season.
Hello! You've reached the law offices of James M. McGill, Esquire. Kindly leave.
There's no point in me doing this if I can't be myself.
Hi. You've reached the law offices of Jimmy McGill.
Going with his own voice echoes Mrs. Doubtfire even more than his fake voice already did.
It's the new babysitter.
Hi.
Summary judgments? Yes, I've handled 6.
People always talk about Ted's birthday scene,
These candles are getting wax all over the place.
but I find this full scene hard to watch between Rich fawning over Kim's every word and Kim's awkward bragging. I'm sparing you from these cringe moments.
I was there almost, 10 years ago now.
So in one episode we went from
10 years?
Yeah, last August.
to almost 10 years. I guess we're officially in August again.
All right, enough about law.
Tell us about Kim Wexler.
In case you're wondering, neither of these are Coakley. This is Lynn Pearson and this is Perry Trevetti.
I'm from the Midwest, just a tiny little town barely on the map.
So what brought you here?
I guess
She seems uncomfortable sharing details about her past and is giving kind of vague answers.
I just wanted something else.
What did you want?
More.
They're eating it up though.
We liked you when you came in here. We like you more now.
It was great to meet you, Lynn.
You too.
Perry.
Pleasure, Kim.
Howard.
It's Rich, actually.
Ooh.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No. He's a damn good-looking man.
He's just Howard Hamlin by a different name.
It's an understandable mistake, although it does reinforce the idea that this is a lateral move in some ways. The Schweikert and Coakley office is not a set, but part of an abandoned office building that they decorated. This is now later in the day with the sun no longer on her car, and it looks like you can see the crew reflected here. There are a lot of changes to the parked cars in the 8.5 seconds between these two shots. Uh-oh, what does that mean?
Hi, I'm here to see Jimmy.
He's in a meeting.
A meeting?
Have a seat.
This mirror has 2 issues. The more subtle one is that this is a 2015 calendar, the year this was filmed. The clearer one is that this postcard is a thank you to the real salon from the Better Call Saul locations team. It was given to them the previous year, and here's a clear shot of it with everyone labeled. It was drawn by Eric Keynes at Warner Brothers Animation, a friend of Dion's. I haven't talked about the locations team much, except for Christian, whose real-life house was used as the DEA's safe house in Breaking Bad, and Alex, who appeared as a waiter at the Grove.
Hey! Oh, and I want a dolly this time.
What kind?
Western, Hustler, Pee-wee.
Hey, watch your mouth around the lady.
These are all brands of dollies, and they did exist in 2002.
So you got your old car back.
Yeah, the kidney people wouldn't take it.
He's likely referring to trying to donate his car to the National Kidney Foundation, and I think he's being serious, so that's not really a colorful reference.
Outside I go with Schweikert.
Should be getting their offer tomorrow.
I'm really happy for you. We should celebrate. Whataburger. On me.
Whataburger didn't exist in the area until 4 years later.
I'm not taking the job.
Why not?
You were right. It's time for me to be my own boss. Solo practice.
Shit, yeah. Wow.
I have a pitch for you. Not Wexler McGill. Wexler and McGill. Not partners, solo practitioners together.
Separate firms under one roof.
You do things your way, and I do them mine.
I don't know what to say.
Say yes.
Congratulations and thanks to the new 1-year members! Teachers Archives, Nathan McGinley, Nees Dutz, Olive and Shirley. And congrats and thanks to the new 6-month members! HZ, Mr. Jester, Soda Enjoyer 44, John Oysterman, Wolf Schlegel Steinhausenberger, Samuel Gasper, Murph, Charlie Graham, Emoyu, DJ Wolfie, Shed, Joan, Solicide, Herg, Barshot, Vero, Joel, Gandalf Early, Sebs Incognito, Stormson, William Garcia, Dinby, Vizzle, Gonk, Stickleprick, Krill, Gargura Fan 12, Sneezer, Caesar, Tedison the Great, Skytree Studio, Jesse's Game Room, Gabriel Correa, Absol Hero, Eddie Humtua, The Madalik, Stuart Kerr, Chop Chaswaf, Tyler Blake, The Cemetery Shade, G Black Cat 66, Jamie McGibbon, Better Watch Twin Peaks, Eyeballing, Pit Trek, Swag Possessed Me, and Destructive Outlet. And I want to fix my pronunciation of 6BCCY, Leo Strauss, Audia Barmore Gench, and Zhenya. Say hi to the new members: Adam Stotts, The Kazada BG, Plandana, Griff Videography, Solal Armada, Kendo Aguero, Joe Trinor, Dev Guy, Grayson Morant, Skachacha, Bobik 738, Piper 004, Zamshi, Nyan Vung, Khalid Ben Sheikh, Inspector Inspected, Tommy Pham, Starcaden, Cordless Pen, Jordan Habler, E-Dog YT, D Speedy, Alejo 31, Private Sniffles, Joseph Leibson, Lalit Mehar, Dade Miller, Shameless, Car 105, Shivering Stars, Pitter the Cherry, Benny B209, Super Vanilla, Feels Goodman, JJN7, Karma, Leo Spain, Ira J, Jason Reeves, Unrequited Beppis, Ribeye, Lil Balls, Yuki, Murpher, Hannah Today, Socially Inept Dude, Pokestarma Go, Rob Dolan, Eric Luigi, Ishan Parikh, Nixie, Ryan, Enrico Cipriani, The Walton Files, Uncone, Yomoyne, Smokey, Megalodon, Sebio, Ian Is Really Hot, Bailey, Arctic, Colin Anderson, Riley Martin, Woda, Rotorman, W Retrowaves, and Jason Keats. Next week, the director gets super ambitious with a teaser and an actor gets replaced after their first shot.
Fuck. One more time. There's a lot of shit going on. Sorry, everyone. Just go again, please. I would have done the exact same thing. Sorry. It's so fun. So because he hates me so much.
You go on. I'll see you there.
Fucking B, brother. That's a big ass B.
I am a lawyer. I am a lawyer. I am a lawyer.